Hello and welcome back to my nail corner, or welcome in the first place if you're new here. Today I am playing with some Triple D powders. I have Nude, Shimmer, and Thankful. Thankful was also just released in a gel, so if you're into that color and really like gels, then check that out. Those are some matte Camo glitters. I actually got them from a friend. Carolinette sent them over to me, and I will link below the shop where she purchased them. They were sold out at the time that she sent me some of hers so generously, and they might still be sold out, but they had some other ones, and yeah, I'll link the shop below just in case you guys want to check that out and support another small business. So I am going to get into my mani today. I have my Triple D base out, and I am going to start into my regular dip process. And happy Veterans Day, guys. I wanted to do a veterans themed mani for a lot of reasons. I'm super thankful for our troops and the country that we live in and the sacrifices they make to protect us and give us those freedoms, but it hits extra special and extra close to home because I am married to a veteran. I married a Marine. We got married in the middle of his 4 years in the Marine Corps, and but I have to say, I had known him for many years prior. So oddly enough, here on Veterans Day, what you're going to get is a little love story. So my husband and I met when we were about 14 years old through a youth group, and we were just buds. We just hung out, spent time together. I was actually just one of those girls that was always hanging out with the guys, and he was just one of those guys. So we were just friends for like 5 years, and then he enlisted in the Marine Corps, went away to boot camp, came back for his boot leave and needed a ride from the airport. That ride was me, and I still think it was because he hadn't seen a girl in like 3 months through boot camp that he came home and I was there at the airport, and it was like love at first sight for him. Love at first sight, but like 5 years after we met, mind you. But it was not for me. I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I was like, I don't know, we've been friends for a long time, and I don't want to ruin what we have as a friendship. And you know, guys are like, whatever, let's ruin it. So anyway, he pursued me pretty hardcore, long distance for like 4 months. And then I finally conceded and let myself fall head over heels. And 9 months later, we were engaged. He deployed to Iraq and was gone for our entire engagement. In fact, his tour got extended in the middle of those. It was supposed to be 7 months. If I remember correctly, it was supposed to be 7 months. It got extended. We weren't sure how long the extension was going to be. In fact, we almost canceled the wedding plans, and he was able to actually get home 5 weeks prior to our wedding date. So we kept the faith, held the dates, and he got home in time, and we got married in July of 2007, and 7 months later he deployed again. So for our first anniversary, I was alone. It was lonely. It was a rough time just being a newlywed, but alone. But I'm thankful I was able to come back home. We were living on the base in California when we were when he was stateside, and then when he deployed, I came back up to Washington. I stayed with family. I was hired back at my old job. I was so supported. I'm just so grateful looking back at how surrounded I was by a great community and people who loved me and took care of me. There were times where it was like 3 and 4 weeks without a phone call, and when you don't know those stretches of time are coming, it's a scary time. So anyway, we've been through it, and I'll pop a picture in here of our homecoming moment, and it was the best feeling to have him back. I knew we had decided he wasn't going to re-enlist. I knew we were finally back reunited for good. And, you know, then we've taken things to a different level stateside because now he's a cop. And so we have our whole other challenges that way. But anything we've faced since deployments into a war zone have just been nothing by comparison. So I'm grateful we got that out of the way early on and before we had kids and all those things. And yeah, that he was brought back to me safely. I know that there are many that did not come home safely. In fact, about 3 days after my husband was returned to me safely, our neighbor came knocking on our door. She dropped to her knees in tears. Oh, I can feel that moment all over again. And she had just heard from her husband, and her husband's best friend had died in his arms. And so ever since then, I just had that reality hit me in the face, and I know that there are so many families out there who have lost loved ones to wars, and I know this isn't Memorial Day, it's Veterans Day, and people don't often recognize the difference, but they're all so closely linked in my heart, and I'm just grateful for the sacrifices that all of our military men and women make on our behalf. So there's my Veterans Day story for you guys, and just a little love story. And now I'm into this camo glitter. So I got the glitter from Carol. It was just straight up glitter. And then it's weird to call something that's so matte glitter, but it's called matte glitter. And I added clear acrylic to it for the application. I hadn't honestly given this too much thought. I was like, oh, I'll just throw some clear powder in there and we'll just do it. I think if I were to do this again, I would try a much higher clear acrylic powder to glitter ratio, like a much more clear powder. I'm not sure if that would make too much difference, but I just think I could have done with thinner layers of the glitter. Anyway, you'll see me, I'm just fuddling around with it. I don't know why I say fuddle when I'm talking to you guys. I don't really say that in my everyday life, but it just comes out. I don't know, maybe it's a nail thing. Maybe I fuddle with nails. Anyway, so I did my first dip and was like, I don't know how this is going to go. And then I was like, well, there are some bare spots where there's just clear, so I'm going to dip again. And so I did. And then I did a clear encapsulation, which you'll see. And I just used my finger to just pat, and just kind of gently put pressure on it. I think that the problem I had with the first dip is that I went to pat at it before the base had even had a chance to go from liquid to partially dry. So I kind of, you can see I pushed things around and it wasn't the best idea. So give it a beat or two before you press down on something like this. But after I got my second dip on and my clear encapsulation and I pressed down with my finger a lot to just kind of smooth it out as much as possible, honestly, I was able to file it smooth with my e-file. So thank the Lord for e-files, because it just makes so much difference in the end. So I'm gonna let you watch me mess around with this glitter, and then I'm gonna come back and chat with you guys a little bit more after I am back, after I filed and buffed. All right, so there we have it. I made sure to put like an extra thick application of activator on. I just wanted to make sure it really like solidified those nails before I went in and filed, because I know I was going to be doing some aggressive filing. That being said, that was just on the Camo glitter nails. My other nails, those powders applied so smoothly, I barely had to touch them with my file. So I'm going in with my gel base because I wanted a matte finish for this. It just made sense to me that camouflage needs to be matte, not glossy. So that's what I went ahead and did. So you'll see what it would look like shiny while I have my my base on, and then it will go matte after I put my matte top coat on. So that being said, I just wanted to say thank you to any of you who have served in our military, or our spouses to, or family to those who have served. I know firsthand the sacrifice that is made on the part of families who are supporting those service members, and then obviously just secondhand, because I'm not a service member myself, but I'm closely related to the sacrifices that those who are serving make. The things that they see and go through, and just the training, and there's just so much involved that we could hardly even grasp how much that they do for us, even when they're stateside. So my thanks goes out to you guys for everything that you've done for us, for our country, and we appreciate you. So I hope you feel celebrated today and embraced by those around you and in your communities and in this country, because you deserve to feel that way every day. And by the way, I am recording this the day before Veterans Day, and today is the Marine Corps birthday. So to anyone closely related to the Marine Corps out there, happy Marine Corps birthday to you, and oorah. So I'll be back in a minute just to finish things up with you guys. Hang in there. So there's the finished look with the matte finish. What do you guys think? I really loved how these turned out. I really enjoyed them and totally had, I don't know, military vibes, if you will, from those, which is kind of silly because if you're in the military as a woman, you can't even wear anything like this on your nails, but whatever. My husband thought it was cool and he laughed about it, and he was going to sniper training that week, and he was like, maybe you can do my nails in camouflage for sniper training. Anyway, we had a good laugh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am finishing up with my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil as per usual. And yeah, if you don't have your hands on this stuff, make sure you get some. I have a discount code below, and it is my holy grail of cuticle oil. I just don't know why I would try anything else. I love it so much. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure if you know a veteran, you thank them and make them feel appreciated today. Have a great one, and I will see you in my next vid. Bye now.